Hello, my darlings. Happy Friday to all of you. The weekend is upon our faces right now. I can't wait. Very much looking forward to just chilling out this weekend. Welcome back to Design Me Devon with the 1905 Glen Flora. Glen Flora, did I get that right? Well, let's log into my game and see. I'm sure that was the name of it. The 1905 Glen Flora. Gorgeous Victorian house that one of you lovely people let me renovate for Design Me Devon, and I had a whale of a time with this. It's a big lot, 50 by 40 this one. I have already renovated it. I'm going about Design Me Devon a little bit differently now, so whenever I record, I will always have renovated it already. And I'll kind of talk you around the kind of original build, and then in the speed build, I'll show you what we did. That's what we're going to do today, darlings. I'm here, I'm repping my favourite band today. The Staves. Look how cute this is. It's like a little banana sticker. It needs an iron though, I won't lie. Look. It's like a little banana sticker. How cute is that? Repping them. They're amazing. If you haven't listened to their music, flop on over and have a look because they are my favourite. I don't know why we went into that spiel then, my loves, but we did. We fucking did. So yeah, I've got nothing else to say. Probably just a load of other shit that I'm going to keep going on about. Let's flop on over and I'll show you the build, who built it, and then we'll go into the speed build format. And here she is in all of her glory. This is the 1905 Glen Flora. Love this as well. Love that name. And this was done by Castle 005. Castle? Whoever it is, thank you so much for doing this build. Little short story as well, nothing too like heavy, which is nice because it just gave me free reign with this as well, as much as I love your stories. Anyway, the de Fronsac family inherited this estate after the mysterious disappearance of their great uncle Gregor. After a lengthy battle with the Simstoric Preservation Society, love that, they finally have the go-ahead to begin renovations. I mean, this was a big lot, my loves. It took quite a while. It took me all week to do this, but I've had an absolute blast renovating this. I really have. Yeah, gorgeous. So Castle 005, thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting this build into me because it's gorgeous. And I loved renovating it, and I loved the original build itself as well. So saying that, let's flop on over and have a little look at what we're working with, shall we? And here she is, my darlings. I've put her in the world of Henford-on-Bagley on the 50 by 40 lot here. I mean, it's a big lot. There's so much detail in this build. Just your landscaping is gorgeous, by the way, Castle. I absolutely love how natural everything looks. You're very talented. Absolutely love this little thing out here as well. We did make use of that, I will say. But just look at this house. We'll do a little spin around the house. Look how gorgeous she is. Scoot out the way, please, tree. Lovely, gorgeous. There's like a plot here to grow like oversized veg. There's a natural pond here. You come around to this way, a little exit off of the little like sunroom we've got going on there. And we've got this moment here, what I reckon would have been like old stables, perhaps. We end up going and converting this into a lovely big greenhouse, my darling. So there is a big greenhouse in here. I also loved this, a little dog house. That's so cute. And I think the dog can get in there as well, which is really nice. I think there's a dog bed in there. There is. Look how cute that is. Bloody gorgeous. Absolutely adored that. And then into the interiors. Let's get those walls up. So it's quite a big house, but the rooms are quite small, which I like because it made furnishing quite fun. So obviously entrance hall, they've got like a little mini library slash games room area there. Just the amount of detail that you've put in here with all of the like sort of dilapidated kind of like looks. I absolutely love it. Little living room here. And then you come into what I reckon would have been the kitchen, maybe dining room area. It's just got a bit of array this time. Bathroom area here. And then maybe a little utility room in this bit. Obviously with the sunroom. You then come up the stairs this way. And there's 4 bedrooms, I think. 4 bedrooms. And then like a bathroom on this bit here. And then you can go up these stairs here and it takes you to this like roof room. No idea. And it's just got lovely little pieces up here. I love the bats and stuff that you put in here. Very, very cute. No, I didn't change too much, especially with the main kind of shape of the house. I didn't change that at all, really. Interior wise, though, we did a little bit. I we knocked out this wall here and made a bigger kind of living room area. I also took down this wall here and this room here and just had a bigger kitchen come dining room and kind of conservatory. And it's all kind of interconnected with each other. I kept the toilet where it was as well, which is nice. And then upstairs, I didn't change much at all. I kept all of the rooms exactly the same, to be honest. I think I changed the shape of the bathroom slightly. I think I made the bathroom a little bit wider. But we kept the 4 bedrooms. It's a nice big 4-bedroom house as well, which is lovely. And we did a little bit of work up there as well. Just made that into like a reading room. But my lord, just look at you. Absolutely gorgeous. You're very talented. Thank you so much for sending this over to me. Without further ado, let's get over to the speed build portion and I'll show you what I did with it. Here we are then, my sweets. As always, we start with the cleanup process. There was a lot to clean. This house was in a bit of disarray, a bit of state. So we had a lot of rubbish to clear up, stones to get rid of. I put a big natural pond at the front here as well. So that looks really nice as well when it does come to it. What did we do around here? I think I just fenced this area in and like connect it in with what we make into a greenhouse, which is now the old stables. We do that. But I loved it. I loved doing this. I really did. Definitely want to look out for some more Victorian builds because I had so much fun. Just thinking a bit more classically about this house. We went for a very kind of monochrome look on the outside. I wanted it to be like a white Victorian number with black windows. So from the screenshot, you can probably see that. So that's what we did. And then in the interior, I went black and white with the walls. But then I started to add warmer furniture in by use of woods, slight colors here and there with the bedrooms and stuff. You'll see all of that once we get into the interior. But for now, we're on this big clear up process, loves. We end up putting in some more windows, change all the windows as well. I actually get rid of, oh God, excuse me. Nearly burped a bit then. I actually get rid of a lot of the windows. We didn't end up going for the vampire ones. We go for ones that I just feel fit the house a bit better. Not that these don't, they look great on it. But just the style that I wanted to go for. I thought these windows being stone on like wood, I just wanted to go for wooden windows. So we end up using base game windows, to be honest. And it looks great. In my opinion, loves, looks smashing. And that's what we did. Absolutely did. I hope you all have a lovely weekend this weekend. It's the first weekend in about 3 weeks where I don't have any engagements or not like actual engagements, you know, just like, you know, plans. Could have just said that without sounding like someone from Downton Abbey that I weekend. I really am. Really am. Can he wait? Can he bloody wait? When I was clearing the stable bit then, I was like, I still don't know what to do with this. I know I want to keep it, but I want it to change into something completely different. So I was like, greenhouse. So we do a huge greenhouse and everything's growing in there. It's all ready for you. So if you do download my kind of renovation, which will be up on the gallery by the time this video is out, I promise to get it up on the gallery. Then you can flop it in your game, darling, and have your way with it, darlings. That is what's going to go on. But yeah, I did. And I know I say this to all of your builds, but I love renovating other people's builds. It's just something about it. It's so satisfying. So satisfying renovating somebody else's build. Now, speaking about that, I am going to do a video next week where we are renovating one of my old builds. So one of my first ever builds that I even put up on the gallery, not necessarily onto YouTube. We're going to laugh at it because these are builds that I did years ago, and we all know our first builds in The Sims 4, they weren't very good, were they? So I'm going to flop that up and we're going to get that going next week. I will say next week, there is not going to be any video on Friday, my loves. I'm actually going away for my second vlog on the Thursday, so I'm not going to have time to pre-record another 2 videos on top of what I already do. I hope you understand. I know you will, but I'm just explaining to you what's going to be going on next week. So Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday are going to be the videos next week. And yeah, that's it. That's all I need to say, to be honest with you. So I hope you're okay with it, and you better be, because that's what's happening, you know. You should be excited for where we're going for the vlog as well. And the next vlog, we're staying in Devon, and it's one of my favorite places in Devon. So it's in my home county. And I can't wait. So yeah, using these windows, base game and city living, I think they just split up the base game windows and made singular ones for city living. Just saying, that's what they did. So we end up going for these. We go for these and just decorate the house up a bit. And I just really love how it came out. I really like using that roof as well. We put a new roof on the house. And I think the tiles there are from Snowy Escape. Am I right in thinking that? I think they are. I think they're from Snowy Escape. And I just love them. I do. I absolutely love them. This is me sorting out the roof here so I can get a nice trim going around it. And so the spandrels will come into play as well. And this was where I was like, right, let's start getting a bit more of a black accent on as well. So I end up darkening stuff down quite a bit. Pillars, fences, all of that good stuff. And it just come, there it is. Look, it's in its own now. We end up going for a black trims as well, just to really frame this building. And don't pay attention to the glass kind of sunroom at the minute. That gets bigger. I end up just pulling that glass bit right into the build itself. And it ends up looking a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit nicer than what I did before. Not that it looked horrible, because Castle, I loved this build. You were very talented. And I know I've said that 3 times, but it deserves to be said because it's gorgeous. We didn't go for that one, did we? No, we went for this one. Gone for a bit more of a modern banister throughout this build. I just think it worked. And this is where I'm changing the foundation as well. It's like, you need to be put on some stone, I think. So we do a nice stone foundation. Again, base game. Quite a lot of base game in this build exteriorly. Not loads, but enough. I mean, siding, windows. That's about it, really. Foundation. You know, all the necessities. All the necessities. Have I made that bigger yet? I think I've made the conservatory bigger now. I have, look. I didn't record it though. Well, I have made it bigger. And this is where I'd got the floor plan done and I knew where I wanted to put the windows. So I just went around and put them everywhere. And I was really pleased with the outcome. Such a good house to play in. I played in this house for a good 2 hours. So it's all been player tested as well. I just really wanted my 2 test sims that I've always used. They loved living here. They really did. And I don't think I've got the heart to make them move to the next Design Me Devon. So I think I'm going to keep them here and just copy those 2 sims and make a new family because they're happy here in Henford on Bagley. They were having a whale of a time with their veg and all of the critters that were coming to say hello to them. They had a lovely time. So we won't do that worst thing to them by making them move. Am I talking shit? Yes. Yes, I am. And that is just a thing on this channel that we do, isn't it, my loves? Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is me struggling with the bloody spandrel on a circle. God, the Sims don't like curves, do they? The Sims 4 does not like a curve or a circle in the game. But we get there in the end. We get there in the end. Now, a lot of the landscaping I kept completely the same because I just thought it was so gorgeous and natural that it just fit this world perfectly. So I renew it a little bit by doing different terrain paints for the whole grounds, to be honest with you. Different terrain paints for the whole grounds and adding in a few little flowers here and there, but not a lot. Not a lot at all. Now, big, huge greenhouse. So you can grow a lot of veg on this lot. You really, really could. I think I'd make this a little bit less wider, I'm sure of it. Do I? Yeah, I do. One more. I thought I was going to then because that looked a little bit too wide for me there. And yeah, I end up decorating. I did a really cool thing with this greenhouse as well. I think it just looked a little bit more classic, like a Victorian greenhouse. We go for a brick. Then I use the Eco Lifestyle window. No, is it the Eco Lifestyle windows? I'm sure of it. I'm testing out a few here first. I use these, but then I was like, oh, that looks really modern. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And I think this is me thinking, is that too modern? And I come back to it a bit later on, use them, but I end up putting on those, I forget what they're called, wainscoting, those wainscoting pieces from that pack. I'm so good at explaining stuff. That maximalist pack, I can't remember what it's called. I put those on the front and on the inside, and then I put a little panel down the bottom of them as well, using I don't forget this one here, this thing here. What was that from? I can't see where it's from. Is it from Get Together? I think it is. And I just put them all the way around to cover up the window at the bottom. And I just think it brings a little bit more of a classic edge, decorative edge to this greenhouse. And I think it works. I do really think it works, and I do like it. I was very pleased with it when we finished with it. I really was. Came together lovely. We do come back there, but we'll be back in a minute. I just got the bare shape of it down and then started to concentrate on the natural pond. I thought this area here would lend itself beautifully for a lovely natural pond out the front. So that's what we go ahead and do. So there are 2 natural ponds on it. One of them you can fish from. I did make my sim do a little bit of fishing, so we could fully stock that pond with some fish. So when you guys move your sims into here, you can just do a little bit of fishing out the back. But not this one. Should have done this one, actually, because it's bigger and it's right at the front of the house. But we ended up going for the smaller one instead. We do. Choose a little bit of natural water. And then I smooth around the edges. And I always terrain paint underneath my ponds as well, because it just brings a bit of depth down below and you haven't got green grass at the bottom. That's just me. That's just me being a Virgo, to be honest with you. To be honest with you. Now, I don't know if anybody... Oh, I'm out of frame here. I don't know if anybody saw my Twitter today, but I've got a new plant. It's a little ginseng plant. And it's got a questionable attachment to it. So if you want to go and check out what I'm on about, then go over and look at my Twitter, darlings, because people have been... enjoying the plant I've got, and all I can say is it's very on brand for me and us, to be honest, because we are filth. So go and have a little look at it if you want to, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, then I always say that, but how very fucking dare you toddle on over and give me a little cheeky follow, thank you. I'm joking, you don't have to follow me, you do. You really, really do. But yeah, like how this pond came together as well. I end up using a bit more green stuff that I don't tend to use in the pond, like those like lighter grass reeds and stuff. Do I put some stones in here? I do, yes. We put some stones in here. I lift them up. We're just going to pretend that they're right at the bottom of the pond. But I just thought this looked really nice and natural. And I loved how it came out. Now I go ahead, as I said, and get rid of like a lot of the terrain paint that I just didn't think was working. For my renovation, it was working perfectly before. And also that grass at the back there that you can see on the left hand side of the top, oh, it's gone. I get rid of that and I end up connecting a pathway through to the green side, the greenhouse side of the house as well. So there are kind of like 2 paths. That grass up there, top to the left, right above me, there. Yeah, we get rid of that and use this terrain paint all throughout as well. I love this terrain paint. I use this terrain paint quite a lot. I just love the little tiles with the little grassy bits that kind of grow in between them. More of this, please, Team. More terrain paints. We haven't had a terrain paint in I don't know how long. I think it was cottage living, and even then I've never used it because it's absolutely disgusting. It's just not for me. It's very cartoonish, isn't it? Like with all of like the pink flowers and yeah, it's not for me. It's not realistic, and I don't want it. I want a new one. Thank you. So make them right now, please. Thank you, SimSafe. Yeah, I would love to see some. I need to play around. Do you know what I've never played around with? Custom content terrain paints, and I know there are some out there. I should get down with that actually and have a little look around to see what we've got, because I know there are some out there. I wonder how difficult they are to make. I bet they're quite difficult. But yeah, anyway, here we are. Come back here as well. I end up putting a curved stone wall around the greenhouse. The greenhouse just looked a little bit plonked down. I kept looking at it and I was like, oh, you need connecting somehow. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. And I end up doing it with a nice curved stone wall, as I was saying. And I just think it works. We get rid of that fence as well. That fence that I'm like underlining on going through the stone there. It was just wasn't... I wanted a little entrance to the greenhouse, but... we get rid of it. We get rid of it in the end, my loves. And this is what we're doing now. I think this is where I decided to start doing a curved stone. Once I did this terrain paint back here, I'm sure of it. Let me have a little look. Oh, we're making sure that tree's got a bit of soil underneath of it. And then we go in here and start doing all of that as well. Look at me framing it all in. I love terrain painting. I really do. Yeah, I love terrain painting in... Planet Zoo that I am going to be playing on Twitch very soon as well. We're going to be doing some building on Twitch very soon. And if all goes well, because I'm not used to the build mode, I'll maybe bring some speed builds in Planet Zoo to the channel. I know I've been promising that for so long. And I promise I will do it this year. I'm just going to say this year. so I don't get caught out if I don't bring it soon. But this year we'll start doing some speed builds in Planet Zoo, and also hopefully Paralives early access comes out this year, and if it does, you can bet your bottom dollar we're going to be doing some speed builds in Paralives as well. So be on the looks out for all of that as well, my darlings. Some new games to the channel, that'd be cool, or sticking in with the same building theme as well, obviously. But yeah, this is the curved walls I was putting in. These are in the live edit section from Cottage Living, and I just thought it looked really cute, just blending all of these around on the terrain, and sort of boxing in a little moment where the greenhouse was. Why did that take so long to get out? I don't know, but it did. And I ended up putting a little chicken coop in here as well, so the chickens have got a little area they can run around in. So yeah, you know, I think of everything for you guys. I really do. You're more than welcome. You really are. But yeah, I just think it looks cute. Long speed build today, actually. I think it's like 30 minutes long, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. It's about 30 minutes long. There's only 7 minutes left though for some reason. Don't know why that is. I concentrated a lot on the main exterior than I did with the actual not concentrated. Oh, this is me connecting that area in now, look. Not concentrated, that was the wrong word to use. I already knew how I was going to furnish everything, so it came together really quickly. But you'll see me furnish everything in this house, so that comes up, and it's a very short little bit of furnishing, but you'll see it come together rather lovely. And then don't forget, with these videos, there is always a before and after kind of video tour as well. I always make sure to put that in. But I just thought connecting that side of the house through with the back just made a lot of sense. This area here, it was right off the kitchen. Ignore where I end up putting these as well. I think I moved them. Because that looked really odd then. Why was I doing that? And I end up putting a little game table there in the little gazebo. And I just think it looks nice. It looks very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. So here we are, we're into the interiors already. So this is the main living area. And as I said, I use quite monochromatic vibes in here. I do, but I still warm it up slightly with some wood tones here and there. Perfect for a goth sim or a goth sims player. I think this house would just itch everything, but still look kind of like, not morbid's the wrong word to use, just a little bit more kind of day-to-day life, if you know what I mean. And I know you lovely goths out there love everything to be a little bit morbid in your day-to-day life. I've got many goth friends who go for who have that in their wants, shall I say. But I just thought this would have been a perfect place for a little family or something, with not much colour in the house. And I don't know, I kind of think it came together really nice. We have got a big dining room, but I thought that bay window just lended itself lovely, little turret, to a smaller table and some chairs. I thought it worked, and I was very pleased with it, dude. Into the kitchen. So into the kitchen came together quite nicely, actually. I went with a black and white vibe in the beginning, and I was just like, no, this is too monochromatic. So I end up going for a green kitchen. Same kitchen, the vampire one, but I end up going for like a bottle green instead. And I just think it just threw a little bit of extra colour that this house needed a little bit for this style, for what I wanted it to be. And that's what I did. That is what I did. And I think you guys will like it once I have changed it over. I think I might have changed it over off of camera though, but I'm sure you get to see it in a second. Maybe. We'll have a look. We'll have a look together. It's a surprise for me as well. It's an absolute surprise for me as well. But I did end up going for a green kitchen. Are we going to change it? No, I'm putting a sink in. Oh, I got excited then. I did get excited. Oh, here we go. We're doing it now. So this is where the green pops in. And I just think the green looks really lovely with the black flooring and stuff. With the light worktops, it kind of matches in with the trim, like on the wallpapers. And we changed the tile. We changed the flooring as well for the tiles from that Oasis pack. I can't remember what it's called. Courtyard Oasis. Yeah, we used the tiles from that. And I like it. So dining room and a little like area to kind of sit down in the sunroom underneath the glass roof. I just thought that would have been a nice little touch. But I do really like how the interior came together in here. Just very classy vibes, loves. So this is going to be for your classier sims. It really is. So yeah, let me know if you do play in this as well, because I'd be very interested. As with all my builds, like I always love when you're seeing screenshots and all sorts when you guys play in my builds. So keep them coming on Twitter, that you should go and follow, by the way. Thank you. Now, there is a toilet down here. It's just off of the dining room, but I don't think I show you how I furnish it. No, I don't think I do. I think it's already done. Hallway, love using that like church benches in hallways, especially in a Victorian house. I just think it suits it really nicely. And I end up putting it in this one here, and I just think it works. I think it works, my loves. I really do. But yeah, very, very happy with how this house came together. I really, really am. I can't believe we've only got like short amount of time, 2 minutes, and we've got 4 bedrooms to furnish. How the hell did I manage to record all of that into this? I have no idea, and I'm hoping to God I've not missed anything out. I shouldn't have, because I put all the clips in place. Nope, I don't think we have. You're just going to see some bedrooms being furnished super fast. So 4 bedrooms, one of them is a single bedroom. I think 3 of them are... Is one of them a single bedroom or 2 of them? I think 2 of them maybe, actually. 2 of them single bedrooms and 2 of them double bedrooms. So you can take your pick on what you want to be the master suite. I saw this room being a bit more of a master bedroom compared to other places. I really did. And they all had built-in wardrobes already put in. So I was just like, I'm going to utilize that. It saves a lot of space. And it really did with these rooms. But I like this room. I like the colour of it. The soft blue that it's kind of got with the bedding and the wallpapers, that like bluey grey. I just think it worked in here, especially with the darker woods. Now this one here is a little bit more of a pinkier, lighter toned vibe. So the flooring and stuff was darker, but I go for a little bit more of a lighter look with the furniture by using lighter woods. And it had this lovely little turret bay window moment that I put a nice little sofa in there with some lovely plants and a little table and stuff. I just thought it was really cute. Really, really cute little area where they could come and sit and read. So I made sure to put a bookcase in this room as well, just to make that come through. And using that lovely wallpaper from that extremist pack. I love the way that I'm calling it an extremist pack. It's really, it's really not. Sorry, I'm just checking the timing because I don't want to go over and then have to try and edit myself going, you know. I'm very fussy indeed. So, oh no, I don't know. Did I do? I'm very confused here as to how many bedrooms are doubles. No, I'm sure of it. I'm sure there are 2 doubles and 1 single. How the hell are we fitting all of this into 1 minute? I have no idea. I really don't. But I went for a black and blue vibe in here. So using that lovely cornflower blue wallpaper that I love. I would have that in my own house. I really would. But again, hitting it with like black furniture, I like the crispness of it. It's really nice. No, we're definitely showing all the rooms, loves. Bloody hell, I did well. And this one here, I go for a little bit more of a monochrome vibe in here. So a lot of the furniture in here is just black and white. So they've all got different vibes to them, but I still think they kind of marry well in together. I was pleased with it, pleased with the outcome. I think the final room is the bathroom, so there's not much more to say. It's the bathroom, it's got everything you need. 1s, 2s, showers, shit, shaves, everything you could need. Anyway, I'm going to leave you now because I'm waffling. Have a lovely weekend, my darlings, and I'll see you all again on Tuesday. Goodbye.